This is Elliot Holman. We're doing Total Access right now. We are hanging out with the man, the legend, Craig David. How are you, man?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm excited that you're back. Do you know what? It feels like, I think it's been about a year since you were on the show.
That long?
And, well, I thought that, but then think what you've done in that time, right? So that was, you were just about to drop the album.
Yeah.
Since then, you've done the album, which was everywhere. You smashed the tour. You've been smashing Ibiza. And now
Your
we're
collection
back.
of NMDs have gone up.
Yeah.
Have reached out to the next level. Do you know what though? It was really nice having the chat that we had in the station, because it was like it was a cusp of everything, but you could see how much I was buzzing from it then. That even now it still feels all brand new. It doesn't feel like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, we've done big things, done Glastonbury, we've done it. I'm just like, no, we did Glastonbury and the Ibiza Rocks thing, and the album is. Man, got vibes.
I wake up most mornings and let's just say you're active on Instagram and Snapchat. Like, you're always on there. And it's so cool because you'll literally be going to bed in one place and you've just like smashed a show, and then you're on Glastonbury, and then you're like back in Ibiza, like killing it.
Do you know what? It has been like, even when I look back at, like, I mean, obviously on the Insta stories and Snapchat, they kind of like that 24-hour sort of thing, but I've got it all sort of stored where I've saved all the. So I'm looking, I'm like, it's crazy when you think of all the places we're doing, but I feel so enthusiastic and so energized that I'm so up for it, because it's like, yeah, okay, you're going to go have a few hours sleep tonight, but you're going to be in Ibiza tomorrow, turning up at a pool party. I mean, isn't that enough to... I know people who wake up like anyway, like when they know they're going on holiday. So it's been like the most amazing sort of roller coaster ride. My hands have been in the air and I've just been like just riding it, and to have a new album and stuff, that's the excitement.
And you've been saying on Instagram that you've like recently that you've been getting on that R&B again.
Yeah, like I'm so back on it, Elliot. It's like everything that the TS5 shows have kind of shown me is that I'm doing the same thing I did when I was doing DJing back in the day before Born to Do It, where you're seeing the crowd and you can see what the trend is. You can see what people actually are wanting. And I'm playing a cross-section, I'm playing of different age groups, but at the same time I'm playing the latest, say, J Hus tune, but then I'm playing Robin S, Show Me Love, or TLC No Scrubs, and it's going off at the same rate. Yeah, even House of Pain, Jump Around is going off bigger than some of the biggest tunes now. And I'm thinking, it's so ripe for the R&B thing right now, and I feel like that's why it's kind of come full circle, and I'm ready for it, because I was almost like, I'm ahead of the game, because it's like, yeah, everyone can get on the R&B thing now, but I'd like to have an album finished, and the songs that are on there feel like we had a real hard job of picking what the first single would be. And when you've got 7 songs that are in a pool that could be your first single, that's a good predicament to be in, when you're thinking, wow, we've got 7 songs here that could be first singles.
I like the sound of this.
And I'm thinking, this reminds me of how Born to Do It was, when it was like, we could have ran with a lot of different tunes, but we ended up going Fill Me In, and we still had 7 Days to Go, and we still had Walking Away, and there was some Rendezvous, and there was tunes on there that people said, well, why didn't you release Time to Party? And so we're there again.
So last time that you were on the show, it was very much me saying how I was a massive fan and growing up and stuff. One thing that has really hit it home for me, right, and this cements how well you have smashed this comeback, right?
Thanks,
because my niece is 16, right? So she was born 2000.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I took her to a Ariana Grande concert, and on the way we're driving, and I'm putting on some tunes. I'm like, you need to know about this or whatever.
Yeah.
And she hadn't heard much of your stuff.
Right.
So she's like, she's obviously heard like Rewind and that.
Yeah.
But so I'm like, oh no, listen to this one, listen to this one, listen to this one. I saw her the other day, and she was singing along to every word of the new album.
No.
And it's like a whole new generation.
That's crazy, man. That properly gets me hyped, because I know that it's something that's it's tangible, it's real. It's not like I'm seeing it at my shows. I'm seeing 16, 17-year-old kids at the front screaming like crazy, like, and if I look over and they capture the picture and they're grabbing their, oh, he just looked. That stuff hasn't been happening since like 99, 2000. You know what I mean? When it was that age group. So to see that happening again, but then I look to the side and I see the guys like, just vibing, who you know has been there since day one.
Yeah.
It's the most fulfilling feeling, having everyone together, and everyone's got their own little story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel that this album will cement it all together in terms of the R&B side of it. I know I keep stressing but UK R&B, because before it was like the Follow My Intuition was touching upon the R&B, but it had the big collaborations with Blonde and with Nothing Like This and Ain't Giving Up with Sagala and Big Nasty on When the Bassline Drops. But this one is like
Couldn't Be Mine more.
This is way all on that Couldn't Be Mine tip.
Nice.
Oh, if you like to want to do it, it's got all the feels of that, but 2017 in its production.